Okay, am I audible? So good morning, everyone. So we have continued the second classes for the process control and instrumentation also, and we have to continue the topic that is a different configuration of the control valve. Okay, just wait. So now we have to discuss the selection criteria of the control valve. Okay, this is very important. Selection criteria for different control valve. Okay, so this is very important when you have to any working in process control industries. There are lots of different types of process parameter you have to follow. That means when it is also different types of valves, it is included the different types of diameter, working pressure. Okay, that means this selection criteria. It is basically depend different diameter, also working pressure, then operating temperature. So these are the basically basic parameter when you have to working in process control industries. So there are different types of diameter oriented nozzles or flow pipe we have to use as our inlet or outlet operation. Then different pressure, working pressure. Okay, we have to attachable. We have to particular install the particular working pressure of the different control valves. And operating temperature, that means when it is hottest area or any coldest area, and also humidity environment also. So according to these parameters, we have to apply the particular selections of the control valve also. So this, and also different types of media of fluids. That means sometimes it is also gases, sometimes it is also liquid, and sometimes we also suspend, that is solid type of material. So according to this medium, we have to control or we have to select the particular control valves. So this media temperature, it is also very important. Okay, and also metal choices for the valve body, it is also basically different types of material, that is uh, different types of brass material, that is a bronze material, PVC type of material. Okay, so this is basically one another metal. So all of you seen this different type of material we have to make the control valve. This is brass, PVC, that means the polyvinyl chloride, then bronze, then steel, that is stainless steel type of material. Okay, then also another one Munel metal, then also cast iron, etc. So these are the different type of material we have to use the make different types of control valve. So according to this parameter, we have to classify it, we have to select the control valve in the particular operations also. So when you have to see the different control valve, that is a pneumatic type of control valve or hydraulic type of operations for control valve or electrically type of control valve, we have to follow the different types of medium, different types of diameter or any pressure or operating temperatures, and as well as also different types of material. So we have to follow these rules also. So I am written one by one and discuss one by one also. Okay. So first of all, you have to follow type of fluid to be controlled. Sorry. Which type of fluid you have to control the speed control of the inlet and outlet valve in the control valve system. Okay, that means this type of fluid, it is not reacted any types of metal we have to make for the control valve. So you have to follow the type of fluid to be controlled. Okay. Number two, temperature of fluid. So you have to follow the temperature level. Okay, that means when you have to uses the higher temperature of fluid, you have to passes through the any inlet valve or outlet valve. So in this time, you have to not use PVC type of material. So according to the criteria, according to the medium, you have to follow the temperature of the fluid. Okay. Number third, viscosity of fluid. You have to follow these three, that is the viscosity of the fluid. Number four, specific gravity. Specific gravity of the particular fluid. You have to control the control valves. Okay. Number five, flow capacity, it is required. This is either it is maximum flow capacity or minimum. Okay. So you have to follow the flow capacity required system. Either it is a maximum flow speed control or minimum flow. So you have to select the flow capacity. It is very important when you have to use the control valve. Then number six, this is inlet pressure of valve. Inlet pressure at valve. And it is also inlet pressure, either it is also maximum and also minimum pressure. Okay. Inlet pressure, that means when any fluid or when any gaseous forms, or that is a physical parameter of the particular materials, you have to flow the inlet valve. So you have to control, or you have to note down the inlet pressure at the inlet valve also. Okay. As well as also we have to follow the outlet pressure. This is very important. Outlet pressure. It is also measurable in maximum ranges and minimum ranges. outlet pressure, inlet pressure and outlet pressure. Next, that is a pressure drop. During normal flowing, this is during normal flowing condition. So when you have to select the particular control valve in the particular application area, you have to follow the pressure drop. That means you seen the inlet pressure, it is very much uh, increases. That means maximum pressure in the inlet valve. But outlet pressure valve, it is also minimum or lower level of the pressure. Okay, so in that case, one collision, it is also occurred in the inlet system of the valve system. So you have to follow the pressure drop where the maximum or minimum pressure it is certain increases or decreases. So you have to maintain the pressure drop during the normal flowing conditions also. Okay. Number 9, next, pressure drop at start up. That means when you have to off the particular operations, that means the fluid flow system or any control the flowing system. So you have to control the pressure drop of the of start up the or off the system also. Next, maximum permissible noise level. Okay, this is another one parameter you have to follow. Maximum permissible noise level. So you have to working the different control valves and you have to control the different fluid flow systems. Okay, so here the noise level you have to follow the decrease the noise level also. Okay, so this noise level we have to follow the different types of chart. That is a maximum permissible noise level. We have to particular follow the particular rules. Okay, number 11, that is a degree of superheat or existence of flashing system. Okay, so you have to follow this is also degrees of superheat or any existence of the solving it is present or not. Okay. Next, this is I am telling previously, this is inlet and outlet pipeline sizes. Pipeline size. So again, you have to follow the inlet pipeline size. Another one is the outlet pipeline size also. Next, this is another information you have to given. This is the special tagging information required. This is very important because when you have to use the control valve, that means this is made for the one material also. That means these are the different material which we have discussed here also. This is brass type material, PVC type, bronze, steel, molten metal, cast iron, etc. So when we have to uses the corrosive type or any acidic type of fluid flow into the control valve, so this type of acidic flow system or fluid system, it is reacted the material. So you have to follow the special tagging type of information which is written in the valve body also. Okay, so this is the special tagging information required when you have to select the control valve also. Next, that is the body material. That means when you have to uses the control valve, which type of material it is made for the different types of control valve. So I am telling the in previous slide, previous classes, there are lots of international code or globally international code system we have to follow. So these are the different system. I am written here also little bit. That is ASTM, A216. This is the one grade system. Another one ASTM, A217. Okay, and also WC9, etc. Another also CF8M. So these are the different uh, code of the when you have to select the different control valve. These are the globally coded systems. Okay. Next, number 15, end connection and valve rating. So this is 15. End connections and valve rating. This is very important. So you have to follow the rating of the systems also. So that means one pressure, it is also accessible for the particular control valve. So when you have to increase the pressure level, so this pressure, it is accessible for the particular inlet valve or outlet valve, it is permissible or not. So you have to check the end connection system and also valve rating systems also. Next, this is very important terms, topics we have to use it right now, okay? Because it is a one important thing when you have to work in any process control industries or any industries where the different types of control valve we have to control the different parameters, okay? And this type of knowledge you have to understand in that case. Next, this is action desired on air failure. Okay, and this is the different types we have to discuss in previous is, that is valve to open or close or retain last control position. Last control position. Okay, so these are the basically action desired on air failure. That means when you have to use the pneumatic type of control valve, you have to check the particular system which the pressure it is either valve it is open or closed system or any written. Lastly, we have to measure the control position. Okay, So these are the basically air failure. That is a pneumatic pressure valve. We have to check that. Next, instrument air supply ability. Instrument air supply availability. So when we have to use the pneumatic type of control valve, we have to follow the particular environment or particular places where the air supply ability is very good condition. Okay, is it clear, all of you? Next, instrument signal. Sometime we have to discuss, that is 3 to 15 psig. That means when you have to use the pneumatic type of actuator system, in that case the air pressure we have to control the 3 to 15 psig unit. And also when you have to use the electrically type of actuator system, which is workable workable electrical signal, that is 4 to 20 milliampere. And when digital type of any actuator systems, we have to use the this at the basically different hard system. That is the receiver and transmitter circuits also. Okay, so these are the instrument signals. We have to follow the particular parameter. These are the different operations. Okay. Next, this is same thing, that is the valve size. You have to follow the different valve size operations. Number 20, then valve body construction. Valve body construction. So in the previous classes, previous day, I am discussed the different types of control valve. So that means the certain it is a butterfly type of control valve, ball type of control valve, angle type of control valve, double port type, three-way, four-way, etc. So these are the basically valve body constructions. We have to select the particular control valve according to our construction designs also. Okay, so that means these are the basically angle type of control valve, a double port type, butterfly type, okay, ball type, etc. So these are the basically valve body constructions, and these particular valve we have to use in our particular operation in the process control industry. Then next, valve plug guiding. Valve plug guiding. This is also different type. One is the cage style. Another one is port type. That is a port guided, etc. So you have to follow the valve plug guiding system when you have to particular selecting the type of control valve. Either it is electrically operated or hydraulically operations or pneumatic type of operation. Next, valve plug action. You have to also follow the valve plug action system. Okay, so this is the basically valve plug actions type, and this is also classified into different categories. That is a push down, to close, push down to close, or push down to open. These two types of classification diagram we have to discuss in previous classes. Push down to close and push down to open. So these are the different selection criteria you have to follow the when you have to select the different control valve. Okay. Another one, that is the port sizing. It is either full or restricted. Next, valve trim materials required. Okay. So port sizing, it is basically classified into either it is full type of port sizing, another one is the restricted type of port sizing. And valve trim materials are required. So you have to follow the particular material. When you have to follow the different types of material, we have to make different bronze type, aluminium type, PVC type, or stainless steel type, or model metal type. So you have to follow the different materials. It is required particular operations also. Next, another one. This is the flow action. Flow action. That means this is the flow tends to open valve or flow tends to close the valve. Okay, so this is the basically flow action. You have to uses the particular valve which is flow that tends to the open to the valve. Another one is the close operation. Then actuator. I am telling the details in the actuator in the previous classes. So you have to follow the particular actuator sizing system. Okay. Then bonnet style. That is the cover of the system. That is the total control valve, which is protected from a cover. It is called the bonnet. That is a bonnet style. And this is also different categories. That is the plain type of, then also extension type of, etc. Okay. Next, another one. 38. This is environmental factor. This is very important. Environmental factor. That means you have to work in the control industries, process control industries. That is a different temperature, different environment you have to follow. That means one is hottest area. That is the temperature is goes high. There's a 50 degrees Celsius. Okay, and also coldest area. Sometimes it is also humidity of the air. It is also humidity increases. So you have to follow the environmental factor and which factor it is depends to select the control valve. That means it is also another one which type of environment it is present. That means corrosion. These are the different parameters. Temperature you have to follow. Then abrasion. Then you have to follow the pressure, etc. So these are the environmental factors which is follow the selecting for the control valve. Okay. Next, this is 29. This is the percentage level versus flow characteristics. Okay. Number 30. This is the rangeability. Rangeability. So this is the basically one another parameter. You have to follow the maximum or minimum ranges. That means when you have to use the control valve, you have to maintain the pressure of the inlet valve and as well as also outlet valve. So you have to follow the basic range, and this range out of outer ranges, this pressure it is also increases or sometimes it is also decreases. So this according case we have to follow the particular range of the systems also. Okay. Another, this is the valve's ability to cope with high pressure. Okay, so these are the basic criteria. You have to follow the particular selected the different control valve in the process control industry. Okay, so it is clear all of you. So please follow the starting point. These are the basic selection criteria for a control valve. This control valve we have to classify into three categories according to our application oriented. First one is the pneumatic type of control valve. Number two, that is a hydraulic operation control valve, and number three is the electrically operated control valve. Okay, so when you have to use this particular control valve, so you have to follow these selection criteria for the different rules. Okay, is it clear all of you? So please respond me, is it clear or not?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so everyone write your own name and roll number in the chat box also. Okay, so anyone, any doubt or any questions, so please tell me. Next class, we have to go to module 4. Okay, and this module 4 It is very, very important for your process control industries. We have to discuss the different type of measurement. That means the flow measurement, speed measurement, okay, pressure measurement. So these are the different instrument we have to discuss one by one. Okay. So we have to discuss these are the basic flow characteristics and these are the selection criteria, and then interface with the different departments. Okay. These are the applicable codes of the standardized system. We have to follow the globally. We have to this are the different code, that is ISA 75, ISA 75 0.3 or 0.4, etc. So these are the different major vendors where the different types of control valves designed by these major vendors. Okay. Lastly, so you have to follow. There are a lot of other stuff of control valves that should be looked into this parameter. One is sizing calculation. Okay. Number two, that is a data set generations. Number three is the packing of the valve. Okay. Number four, that is the noise level of valve. Okay. And also valve installation system. Okay. And also hookup. So these are the basic parameters we have to follow the design the control valve. Okay. I am broadly discussed this as selection criteria in our previous slide also. So please go through the this previous slide. We have to select it for a control valve and selected operations also. Okay. So everyone write your own name and roll number in the chat box also. Okay. Anyone any doubt or any questions? So please ask me. This is a basic valve sizing coefficient, which is denoted here CV. Okay. And CV that is equals to Q by root over of Q1 minus P2 into G. Okay. So where Q1 is the flow rate and P1 is the upstream pressure and P2 that is the downstream pressure. That is the inlet and outlet pressure. G is the specific gravity of particular liquid we have to use this for process control. Anyone, any doubt or any questions? So please ask me. Otherwise, I am ending the class. Okay, so everyone write your own name and roll number, the chat box. Shivam, are you hear me? Shivam? Shivam,
Yes, sir.
you take a screenshot or participant list, okay? And after ending the class, you have to send me.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Okay. So thanks everyone.